Welcome to Week 10 podcast. I'm Sam. Here with us, Rob. How's it going, Rob?
That's going good, Sam. How are you tonight?
Good, man. Good. Can't complain. We're on Week 10. You know what? Let's take a look at the standings here real quick. Conference. Let's start with Conference One Earth. Savs 8-2, Degenerate Bastards 6-4, The Gangrene 5-5, and Leo's Legend 3-7.
Yeah. Well, Savs took a loss. Didn't do me any good. Didn't do Michael any good. So way to come through there. We came through big this week. Savs finally takes a loss. It's the second loss of the season. We both lose. All right. That's just Savs. We don't put any pressure on you, baby. Leo's Legion coming in with the big win. It's Degenerate. God, I think Degenerate's he is. He's leading the league in points.
Total, 1577. Yeah.
We'll have to check his game in a minute. Let's see if he got a bad beat this week. But Gangrene hanging on by a thread. But it's I'm pretty much. I'm watching the land drift off in the distance as I float out to sea, Sam.
Let's look at the win division. Wolfpack at 8-2 with a 6-game winning streak. The Bag of the Bat at 5-5. High Rollers 4-6, and Billy Chickmate at 3-7.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, hey, we got two legit 8-2 teams there. I mean, they're what? Not even quite 5 points different from one another. So 4.5 points at 8-2. Yeah, Wolfpack, man, 6 in a row. Damn, dude. That's
like Denver Broncos right there. Denver Broncos, right? 8-2 and 6-game winning streak. Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah, except for people actually believe in Wolfpack and Broncos. Yeah.
I don't have faith in them either.
How could you? All you gotta do is watch them play.
You gotta score over 20 points. You gotta score over 20 points. Come on.
Hell. I mean, they had to work hard to get to 10, dude. Against the mighty Las Vegas Raiders. Anyway, we digress. Back of the bat, man. All right, we're rolling in. Back of the bat and High Rollers rolling in there, staying alive in that wild card race. We got 4 weeks to go. Same with Gangrene. The divisions over here, let's be real. We're Michael Degenerate's still got a chance. He's going to have to get hot. He's definitely got to beat Savs in a couple of weeks. And he's going to depend on clowns like me to beat Savs, so it's, he might be up a creek there. Belichick, man, he's playing hard to the inning, man. He's working it in there. High Rollers making the clever move to, taking a shot on Joe Burrow on Monday night. So, getting him deep, had somebody to drop. So looking good. I like it. I love it. We're trying hard. We're still trying to win, but this is shaping into a 3-man race for 3 or 4. I guess the wild card's pretty open, but those division leaders are looking pretty safe. But
I think so.
The fun thing though is they're playing for that bye, aren't they? Wow, man, man, you get to keep playing all the way to week 17. Let's check out the Fire division.
Yeah, let's check out the conference too, the toughest conference over here. Dean Gray at 6-4, Browntown at 4-6, the Red Raider at 4-6, and El Oso Verde at 2-8. Ooh, 2-8, lost 4 in a row. That's tough.
4 in a row with 1,428 points, 8 points behind Dean Gray at 6-4. Yeah, gotta love fantasy. I mean, Browntown, man, poor guy, he got off to, I think it was like a 3 I can't remember. I know it was 3. It might have been 4-game losing streak, and he's been really good since, and he just put up a zillion points this weekend, so his team's hot. Red Raiders floating around there. He's still fighting through. That division is still wide open. El Oso Verde's playing out the string, but, he'll play it out good. Dean Gray, he blew up on me, and then, boy, he suffered last week. So, but that's how it goes in fantasy. He's legit. Yeah, he's probably with those points. I mean, he's had a little bad luck, you could even say. You could probably just barely say he should have one more win in there. I mean, I can see that, right?
Yeah, and then look at the wider division, the toughest divisions here. The Heart Foundation at 7-3, Ninja Assassin at 6-4. Kelly Knights at 5-5, and Straight LA at 4-6.
Straight LA, man, he's a fan. I love the text coming all the way from Japan at 3:00 in the morning. It's great. Hope he's having a nice trip over there. I was like, that blew me away. I'm like, how do I have two of my long-term fantasy buddies in Japan in the same weekend. And of
That's
course,
crazy.
everybody goes, "Did they go together?" I go, "I don't think so." You
No.
know, straight LA's like, "Hey, tell the missus, let's go to Japan. And by the way, one of our fantasy guy wants to come along." You know, she's like, "Okay, cool." That's good stuff. So yeah, he took a hard loss all the way from 13-hour flight away, man. Ninja Assassin, dude, you're doing this with smoke and mirrors. I don't know what the fuck you're doing here, but
I
man, keep it rolling,
I
dude.
don't know
There's
either.
always a cheap one.
I don't know either. But yeah, the conference is kind of wide open still. I mean, the wild
Yeah.
card is still wide open. I mean, it's not a two-man race to the first place yet, right? I mean, but yeah, it's wide open.
What you guys need here, yeah, it's open there. What you guys need here is Hard Foundation to go down this weekend and you all win. And it's going to be really exciting as we go into the in conference for the last 3 weeks. If that happens, it's wide open. If Hard Foundation pulls out a win this weekend and you don't win either, it's going to be a very, 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 very tall climb up that hill, man. So, but yeah, but no, over here, no, I wouldn't lock any of the division winners, although, Dean Gray's in there with two, but I do feel pretty good about Wolfpack and Savs because, I'm kind of a savant when it comes to the standings, Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's look at some scores real quick.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do the rundown, Rob.
Let's go really, really fast here. All right. So, first of all, I apologize to all of us that, got into fantasy football and we had to start the week with Bo Nix and Geno Smith, who quite frankly have no excuses to suck as hard as they do. I mean, Denver's defense is good, but it was missing Sertan and Geno Smith's just incompetent. And then we had to roll through, my God, Aaron Rodgers, dude.
Yeah.
They always hang on. It just filthy ugly. And Justin Herbert, not exactly beautiful out there either. He's playing with no line. And then we roll into, at least I'll say Green Bay and Philly have really good defenses. That's about the least I'll say for that mess on Monday night. So that brings me to Jalen Hurts. He was playing in that crap. 16 points. It might have been the ugliest 16 points I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Back of the bat rules an easy 200, though, because while many of us were sleeping, he was rolling Jonathan Taylor running across all over Germany. My God, dude. I mean, 74. 40 out of Stafford. Matt Stafford has been a fantasy god this year. And Nolan gave me a stat on him the other day that with that win, they got Matt Stafford in his career back to 500.
500, yes.
Which is kind of funny because I would argue that Matt Stafford has played with an awful lot of talent in his life. So, but he's kicking ass this year. 200. Sav's really nothing to counter with there. He had a nice week out of Jackson Dart. Of course, he went out with concussion. So, it's just not much there for Savs this week. He'll be back. Belichick made Leo's Legion to battle a couple last place teams, putting on a pretty good show there. 167 out of Leo's Legion, 54.5 out of Devon and Chain. Man, this was a running back week, man. We got a couple more we'll talk about, at least one more we know is coming up. Just a really nice week out of Devon and Chain. Running roughshod over a very lame-looking Bills team, very flat. I mean, talk about a letdown game again after Kansas City, right? So, yeah. Trevor Lawrence, just so everybody knows, just still sucks. Came in at 9 points. He's garbage. R.J. Harvey, Denver. Dude, we're in our third decade of Denver Broncos running backs being crap. So they'd be just useless, Sam. You never know. Jalen Waddle, nice day. Trey McBride, he's a stud, man. Leo's Legion rolls. Gangrene, Wolfpack. Gangrene sucks. Wolfpack doesn't. 56 out of Jahmyr Gibbs. There you roll. All right. Degenerate versus High Rollers. Hey, good game here, man. He had enough to put 8 points out of Bo Nix. 8. He pulls out 17 out of Lamar Jackson. Anytime you get Lamar and you keep him under 3, you're feeling good. But he, nice week out of his skill players there, running all the way through there. Everybody in double digits outside of the tight end there. But, Mike comes in with 0 out of Hunter Henry, which the tight end position, as we know, it's all over the place. Good week out of Ibuka. He's come back to earth a little bit, probably getting doubled up a lot in there, but just not enough. Could beat a lot of teams. Couldn't beat this one. 7 quick points there. Straight LA Kings, Browntown. Well, straight A came. He came in with 99, so we won't cry for him too much. Browntown, 250, man. 250. And a great joke on Sunday night. Said he's 30 pounds lighter after blowing his load. That got some applause out there. We like it, man. I'll just point out to him if he would just get over his fascination with Commanders. I mean, look at this. Everybody else on the team is just destroying it this week, and there's Ja'Cory Crosby Merritt. Who cares what his name is? Yeah, Debo came in pretty big though for him, 12. Nice week, man. I mean, huge. 34, Jackson Dart. 34, Jared Goff. 74 Taylor, Drake London. Dude, the guy put up 98 points alone on Sunday morning while Minnie slumbered.
Mhm.
If he was slumbering, let's say, and he woke up, he's like, let me go look at my stats. And he goes, oh, shit, I got 98 points. Fucking A, life's good. Happy Sunday. Nice game. That is the high score. It's going to be a tough one to beat with 4 weeks to go.
Yep.
Kelly Knights, Dean Gray. Yeah, Dean Gray. Yeah, you're going to have weeks like this in fantasy. Kelly Knights, man, he's having a nice season. He's coming in really nice. Mariota, dude, you got to applaud him for putting Mariota out there at 23 points. Saquon, dude, I have no, I don't even question anymore. I've never seen an offense fall off the cliff more than I've seen this Eagles team fall off a cliff. I have no answers. Nice week, big win, easy win for Kelly Knights at 147, rolling in there, pretty much everything good. You know. And, of course, the one Eagle that was worth something this week was Devontae Smith, who's actually kind of been their best Eagle all year when it comes to that. Godair's been all right. Hart Foundation, Red Raiders. Hart Foundation wins easy. 56 out of Jahmyr Gibbs, man. 56. It's just Drake May, man. Drake May's legit, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
I give up. He's legit, man. He's playing good teams. He's playing hard. He's staying in the pocket. The guy's got a future, man. Nobody's thrilled that New England has another really good quarterback, but they do, and he's looking pretty good. And I'm slowly becoming a believer in the New England Patriots. They're a nice looking team. Red Raider coming in 112, just not enough out there. 26 out of Hall, big week out of those running backs, Kyron Williams, but he just nothing else there. You can buy with a Trevor Lawrence and the other quarterbacks on bye. At this point, I can only assume he's trying to prove the commissioner wrong with that Cam Ward. He made a bunch of pickups this week too, but he's like, nah, I'm not giving up on him, Rob. I'm riding him to the end, man. I'm riding him right to the bottom. All right, and El Oso Verde, another good week, 116. It doesn't matter. Whoever El Oso Verde plays, they'll score just enough to beat him. So, and many times a lot to beat him. So he just ran into a pretty, middling 125 this week, but it was enough. He's been putting up 150, and that's, it's the Green Way this year. We're playing just good enough to get beat every week. It's pretty nice. So
yeah,
man.
I was worried going into Green, Monday night. I was only up by 10 and or something like that, and he had Matthew Golden going. I was like, oh man, I'm going to lose, but Green Bay just didn't do anything, So
I was too busy in watching that game and discuss. Quite honestly, I was off on Tuesday with Veterans Day, and so I was barely paying attention aside from the fact that I'm like, dude, this is some bad. I mean, again, the Eagles' defense is pretty good. So is Green Bay's, and I know Green Bay's missing a lot of guys, but I don't know, man. It's just Jordan Love just doesn't do it for me at all. And Jalen Hurts, I mean, he can be good, I guess, but I don't know. That was just a bad football game. Yeah. And you got two teams playing in the sort of cold because it's never cold in Philadelphia and Green Bay, right? So who the fuck knows what happened there?
Yeah.
The NFL should give me my money back. All right, Sam. That's it, buddy.
And that's the rundown. Thanks, Rob, for the rundown. But yeah, so again, we're getting closer to Thanksgiving, so make sure you get your lineups in. So one more week to go before Thanksgiving, and of course we'll send on a notification, a reminder for that.
It'll be, I believe 8 a.m. on 8 a.m. 7 a.m. on Thanksgiving morning.
7 a.m. 7 a.m. for the waiver wire. All right, cool. Yep. Everybody, all right. Get your lineups up by Thursday, and I really do appreciate the reminder text that you send out. You and who's the other one? Nolan sent out the other day.
No, it's always. No,
it's always you. Oh, okay, cool. Yep. But yeah, folks, remember to get your lineups in for the Thursday night games. And for Rob, I'm Sam. Good luck this week, folks.
Thanks, Sam.